TOW, the anti-tank missile system, has proven that the infantryman of today can meet the challenge of the heaviest armor. In 30 seconds, he can set up, ready to fire. Loading is a simple, quick operation. The breech is locked. The gunner aligns the sights on the target. Then, the electronic set at the launcher sends steering commands to the missile through two trailing wires. The missile automatically steers toward the point on which the crosshairs are centered. All the gunner has to do is keep the crosshairs of the telescopic sight on the target. This same automatic concept has been applied to the TOW missile manufacturing process. In the Hughes Aircraft Company's Tucson, Arizona facility, TOW missiles are being fabricated on the most fully automated missile production line in the aerospace industry. Sample missiles are selected at random from each fabricated block for the Army's fly-to-buy test program. The missiles are first subjected to tactical field conditions, then fired at stationary targets. If the random samples do not meet severe Army parameters, the entire block of missiles is rejected. There has never been a TOW block rejection. To demonstrate its combat capability, TOW was subjected to its most severe test during the summer of 1970 at the Army's Camp Roberts in California. Firings were made from ground mounts, jeeps, and armored personnel carriers. All films were made in slow motion so that the flight of the missile could be observed. After many day and night firings, TOW proved itself ready for combat. Other tests that were to prove extremely significant were conducted from helicopters. It was demonstrated that the gunner could track and hit a target from a maneuvering helicopter with the Hughes stabilized sight as long as the target was within the missile's 3,000-meter range. In the spring of 1972, when the North Vietnamese launched their attack against South Vietnam, the U.S. had only 2 attack helicopters equipped to fire TOWs. These were 2 UH-1B Hueys being used in test programs in the U.S. They were quickly airlifted to Vietnam with a basic load of missiles and their test crews, none of whom had yet fired a TOW. In late May, the 2 gunships went into action. These films were taken with onboard cameras during a month of operations. Some targets were captured U.S. tanks. After the TOW was launched, the helicopter was able to maneuver while the missile was in flight. The gunners had no trouble holding the sight on target during the maneuvers. The mobile helicopters were able to move quickly from one target to another. This shot was made by General William J. Maddox, Jr., Director of Army Aviation, the first time he ever fired a TOW. Moving targets were equally easy to hit. A suspicious-looking island in the river was actually a camouflage tank. This water tower was being used by the North Vietnamese both as an observation post and as a machine gun emplacement. It was put out of action by a single TOW. The gunship then attempted to destroy the tower by shooting out its concrete legs. These legs were only 18 inches wide, but the gunner had no trouble hitting them from 2,000 meters. Accuracy and reliability of all TOW missiles fired in combat equaled the exceptional performance record established during test and development programs. Combat misses were generally due to firing at distances beyond the length of the guidance wires. It should be noted that ground-launched TOWs also scored impressively against heavy armor. At one time, 9 tanks were destroyed by a single gunner in a 2-hour period. The success in Vietnam of TOW launches from old-model Huey helicopters has given added emphasis to the Army's program designed to mount TOW systems on 200 Bell Cobra gunships. Currently, 9 Cobras are being fitted with the TOW system and will be used in a test and development program. As a result of its performance record, several nations have selected the TOW system for their country's defense inventory.